next subject.
That would be NFL football and the championship games. Wow, you boys look good. But we're going to first talk about the AFC games.
Ravens and Steelers are going to meet for the third time this season, and as we all have heard and we're going to hear until the game is played, it's very difficult to beat a team three times in one season.
Yeah.
With that said, I still think the edge has to go toward the Steelers. I think it's about time for Flacco to play like a rookie. They've lost to the Steelers twice.
Flacco's cool. He's got nothing to prove now. He's done what a rookie has never done. He's won 2 playoff games in his first season. I think as the season has progressed, Flacco has got a lot better. I think that you're still dealing with a little bit of rookies on both sides. You know what I'm saying? I think not from a quarterback perspective, but just players, overall personnel. Like I said, and you just said, trying to beat a team 3 times in a season is hard, especially when, one game was decided by 4 points, the other game was an overtime victory.
A phantom touchdown.
A touchdown
where he still hasn't scored yet.
You know what?
I
don't know, man. I'm kind of leaning, as crazy as this thing, I'm leaning towards Baltimore.
No.
And I'm going to tell you the reasons I'm leaning towards Baltimore really quick. One, I think that they've got better as the season has gone on. I think Pittsburgh has just played good the whole season, but I don't think they've got better. I think Flacco's got more comfortable. I think that Baltimore's defense is peaking at the right time, which defense we all know wins championships. I think the Steelers are a little banged up. Troy Polamalu is kind of banged up right now. He hasn't practiced all week. He is a major part of that defense. I think Ben Roethlisberger's play honestly hasn't been as good as Joe Flacco's. I think it's been inconsistent as shit. So I think with those things being said, now I think the biggest thing that Pittsburgh has got going for them, that it's going to be cold as balls. Those yellow terrible towels are going to be waving, and they've got the best 12th man in the country. You know what I mean? I think that's the one advantage they have going for them right now. And that's it. I think coaching, it's Tomlin doesn't have a tremendous amount of experience in this situation. Neither does Harbaugh, obviously. But I think that's the big thing they've got going for. What do you think that Pittsburgh? What are Pittsburgh's? I mean, look at all the intangibles. What do you think?
It's going to come down to special teams and field position.
Good. Yeah, that's a good point.
I think the defenses are evenly matched. I think, honestly, the Steelers have more weapons on offense with Santonio Holmes and Hines Ward.
Right.
Because the Ravens, Mason, he's been playing basically with a jacked one arm all year long.
Right.
And the other kid from Oklahoma, Clayton, is
Right.
And then McGahee, I've never been a real big fan of McGahee in the NFL. I don't think he ever recovered fully from that. Probably which was a career-ending injury for most in that Ohio State game versus Miami.
Yeah.
That was one of the most gruesome hits I've ever seen. But with all of that said, I honestly think it's going to come down to special teams and field position. Mm-hmm. And whichever quarterback doesn't mess up, whichever quarterback plays the most like Trent Dilfer in this game, their team's going to win.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. What do you think about veteran leadership? Who do you think's got better veteran leadership?
You got to go probably with the Ravens.
Right.
And when you say veteran leadership, the first thing that pops to mind is Ed Reed and Ray Lewis.
Right.
Ed Reed's been in the league 7-8 years, and then Ray Lewis has been in even longer.
Yeah, 9 years.
And then on offense, they don't really have any veteran leaders. Jonathan
Todd Heap.
Okay, but Heap's pretty quiet. I'm not saying he doesn't lead, but I think it'd be hard to follow a tight end.
Yeah.
And then for the Steelers, of course, you have Roethlisberger. And as anyone who's watched the show, I'm not a big fan. I won't be a big fan, and I just can't. It's not in me. Polamalu on defense, I'd say, is your leader, along with Harrison.
Right.
I mean, Harrison's your defensive MVP for the year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be a good game. It's going
First person to be defensive MVP and not drafted.
Well, that's
not only that about him, he got cut from the Steelers like 2 or 3 times.
Well, good job at keeping.